All business success begins with clarity. Let me say that again. I really want you to get this. All business success begins with clarity. So, if you are tuning into this episode of the Greater Life CoffeeCast, today is about the pillar of hustle. And of course, the Greater Life CoffeeCast is a daily shot of inspiration, information, guidance, transformation, maybe, across the four pillars of what we operate by in the greater life of health, happiness, home, and hustle. And today, on the topic of hustle, it is this idea that all success in business begins with clarity. And specifically, I'm going to anchor this for you using a framework we are developing within the Greater Life community. We're calling the 6 C's. And they are the following. Commit to your cause. Connect with your customer. Clarify your value. Create your offer. Cultivate your ecosystem and communicate your message. The 6 C's. Okay? And your capacity to work through those and bring those elements, those 6 C's, into the world effectively is defined by the 7th C, if you like, that brings it all together. Clarity. Okay? If you do not have clarity on your cause, i.e. the business, the problem that you are here to solve, right? And if you do not have clarity on who you are in relation to your capacity to solve that problem, well then we're dead right out the blocks. Okay? However, if you can have the clarity on your cause, on the problem you want to solve, on the mission you are here to take a stand for, and you're clear on who you are within that process, then your capacity to commit to that cause, to stay the course, then we're getting somewhere to start with. Okay? There's the first piece, like commit to your cause. You've got to have the clarity there. Second, connect with your customer. If you do not have the clarity about who your customer is, like at a really detailed level, and I'm not just talking demographics, right? Like, yeah, here at Greater Life within our community, we are serving entrepreneurs over 50. That is a demographic. However, we have also taken the time across hundreds of hours of calls with that demographic to understand what is going on for them at a deeper level. It's why we have the 4 pillars, because we heard that many of them don't just want something that's business focused, because that fails to account for the raft of challenges like caring for elderly relatives, like menopause, andropause, like empty nest syndrome, all of these challenges that come after 50 typically, that are going to have an impact on your business. So if there could be a community that holds all of that, well then, perhaps that would be something. Hence, our mission and vision within Greater Life. So you have got to have the clarity of who your customer is at a deep level. What is going on in their heart? What is keeping them awake? What is their deep pain? What are the things they struggle to admit even to themselves? And yet when you can articulate it to them, wow. And one of the ideas we have here within Greater Life is that if you can meet your customer in their pit, they will trust you to guide them to the peak they seek. Okay? So, clarity on your customer is the next piece. Then, and these aren't necessarily a kind of sequence, there is a flow to it, of course, because the next phase is clarify your value. Okay? And the word is literally there, clarify, right? If you do not know what your unique value is, what your brilliance is, and how you can solve the problem, the pain of your customer, well, then we have a challenge, right? And it's why actually I am creating these Greater Life CoffeeCasts, because I know that if I try and limit myself to 30 to 90 seconds of a reel or a YouTube short, I'm struggling. Whereas in kind of 3 to 7 minutes while you make and sip your coffee, we can do something, right? And so I am clear on my value. I've clarified that my value is a slightly longer form podcast. All right? What is your value? Getting clear on your unique genius, your brilliance. Okay? Because from that, then you can create your offer. Because you know what cause you are taking a stand for. You understand your customer on a deep level and you know your value. And when you bring those three elements together, then your capacity, because of that clarity, to create a Grand Slam offer for your customers is dramatically enhanced. Okay? And knowing your customer, your cause, your value, the offer that you're making as part of your signature product, and we'll cover that in future sessions, then you can cultivate out an ecosystem. And what I mean by that is of free stuff and content, but also lower priced products and even maybe premium products that can sit within your ecosystem and your offer. Okay? And that, the capacity to build out an effective ecosystem like that depends on the clarity that you have gained throughout the other stages of the 6 C's. And then finally, we come to communicate your message. Okay? And the key here is, can you get your message out into the world so clearly, so effectively, so simply that anyone who encounters it within a minute could understand who you are, what you do, and what you offer, and for whom? Who you are, what you offer, and for whom? Because if you can answer those 3 questions really clearly and really compellingly as you communicate your message out into the marketplace, then you have the capacity to create word of mouth at scale, where people you've never met can refer your ideal customer to you. Okay, so there we have it. The 6 C's, founded and brought together by the 7th C of clarity. Okay, if you want success in business, it begins with clarity. Now, this is just a very brief overview of the 6 C's framework that we are developing. If you would like to dive in a bit more, please let me know, because my plan is to run some deeper dive sessions, training classes on it. Okay, so what are the elements that you most have some questions around? Let me know in the comments wherever you are checking out this Greater Life CoffeeCast, and I'll see you in the next episode.